Folks, Matt the mortgage guy just dropped the scariest mortgage statistic I have ever heard. And I won't hide it from you. It's that 31% of the mortgages being done today are refinances. So think about it this way. If there's 100 refinance or 100 mortgage applications being done today, 69 of them are purchase and 31 of them are refinance. If this is true and it's not some fake news, I want to say this right here, right now, before I even let Matt in. There are people being taken advantage of. There are other ways, better financial ways to get access to equity if you need it versus refinancing a 2 or 3% mortgage because some high pressure script reading salesperson says, hey, take your 15K in credit card debt that's at 21% and put it on your home and now it's 7%. Oh, there are some bad things going on today if 31% of all loans are refis. That's my thought. I wanted to say that first. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing pretty good. And you probably are right. And so
I'm probably right. Oh, great. I feel wonderful. Great.
Probably right in that some people are being taken advantage of. But, I'm always open-minded. And I made a video that said, don't refinance your mortgage in 2023.
Yeah.
Thousands of views, hundreds of comments. And as I read through the comments, and I'm trying, go check out Matt the Mortgage Guy on YouTube. I'm trying to put out honest consumer-facing videos that are going to help you. I realize, oh yeah, that scenario probably makes sense to refinance. Oh yeah, because people are reacting and saying, what about me? What about free and clear? And I want to draw 150 and get a fixed rate and buy something that I can't.
Let's talk about it. So, okay, let's talk about that. So again, there's always reasons it could make sense. I'm going to tell you the 31% number means there are people being high pressured, maybe don't understand finances. And not that that doesn't always happen. It's just particularly fearful. If you're going to dump your 2% mortgage for an 8 to pay off 15K in credit card debt, there's other ways. But I guess that's a good point. A free and clear home, I guess that's a refi because it's not a purchase. So I guess that's the category. Okay.
Yeah, and I have these conversations every day, so I have to be able to be flexible enough to stand corrected. Person comes to me and says, I'm trying to buy this condo in Florida, and here's the reasons I want it, and here's what the numbers look like. And I tell them, well, why don't we just buy it and finance it? Well, because of the type of condo it is and association or whatever, it can't be financed. If I pull 150 out and I'm a cash buyer, I can get a better deal. I can get better terms. Okay, that makes sense. I also
so to me, that's a purchase. They're buying something for cash, but they're taking cash out of something else. I guess that's technically a refi because they want assets being refinanced. So, okay,
and you're not losing anything when you're free and clear.
Correct.
And another example, and trust me, like me and you talked offline, I'm 97% purchase. So I'm not doing a lot of refinances, but I'm telling you, if you are in a position to refinance, I think the first step, honestly, talk to somebody you trust. Because I'm never going to tell somebody, I'm always going to sleep great at night. I'm never going to tell somebody something that I wouldn't personally do myself. I'm not going to give them financial advice that's going to hurt them in the long run and help me on my P&L for next month. I won't do that. So
no, you wouldn't be on this channel. You wouldn't be on this channel if you did. I'd get somebody else.
Yeah, for sure. Your permission to kick me off as soon as you see any of that stuff going on. And so, I'm talking to people every single day, and there might be, they owe $55,000 on a mortgage, and they're like, but it's 3.99%. But what they're trying to do is $200,000 worth of an ADU that's going to rent for $2,500, or some other type of debt consolidation business. And
I just need people to reach out to someone other than the high pressure salesman. If somebody is pushing you, and if they're pushing you, right? You feel it in the back of your mind. You got to double check these, right? If you have run the numbers and you have a plan, like I'm going to build an ADU, this is the cheapest cost of debt, and you can articulate the process, by all means. But dude, the average American doesn't understand the numbers and the math. They need someone to go, hey, you know what? You need 200 grand for XYZ. Here are the 7 ways you could do it. Here are the 4 ways you could do it with fixed rate debt. Here are the 2 cheapest ways. Now, what is right for you? as opposed to somebody from a call center calling you up because they looked at your credit report and go, hey, you have $43,000 in variable rate debt. Wouldn't you like to make that fix? And, I can already hear the guy or the gal on the phone being a high pressure boiler room salesperson. It doesn't leave me with a good feeling.
Yeah. And the thing about it is I'll give people a couple warning signs. Automated calls never end up being something great for you, right? And like there's enough AI out there where it's, you click answer, and most of us have stuff on our phones where we're not going to even answer spam type calls. But I engage in that for market research, Mike. I do that for the people. If you thought people were desperate in Q4 of 2022, it's even more desperate times now. And if you engage sometimes with the AI, or maybe it's the first person you meet from the call center calling, they start asking questions. The funny part is the latest one I had, Mike. I answered a call and I like messing with them. 2.5%, 30-year fixed rate debt on my primary residence. No other consumer debt. No reason to need a cash out refinance. One, when they hear 2.5%, they should go, well, gosh, that's a great rate. You wouldn't touch that unless it was an absolute emergency. And even then, you probably shouldn't touch it. But they just start asking questions. Oh, your backyard? Do you need a pool? Do you have kids going to college? Do you need money for an addition? Like they just are waiting for somebody that, the thing that really grinds my gears is, like you said, people don't know. And so when they go from 400 billion to $1 trillion in credit card debt, this is some relief. This is like an oxygen mask, but it's not the best long-term solution to go from $1,700 a month to $3,500 a month on your mortgage just to wipe out 40,000 in credit card debt and give you, some relief in the short term. And so the overarching message me and Mike want to send to everybody is talk to somebody you like and trust. If you're refinancing out of a low interest rate mortgage, you better have a good reason for it, and the numbers have to make sense. I say no 9.7% of the time out of every 10 conversations I have, because it just doesn't make a lot of sense. But there are some one-offs.
Yeah, there are some one-offs, but they are rare. And I think just putting it out there, black and white, because I think a lot of people need to hear that. It is not a good idea to refinance a 2.5 or 3.5% mortgage. You're gonna stretch the duration, because basically what people are being told, this is what I can already hear the script. You have $27,000 in credit card debt at 22%. You have a home loan at 3%. Let's smash them together and get a blended interest rate of 6 or whatever the heck it is. You don't do that. Credit card debt is unsecured. This is secured debt. This is duration. It's just, you don't do it. It's not a good option. If the answer is to get rid of consumer debt and to take a 3 to an 8, there are other ways. Right.
All kinds of other ways. So like most things in mortgage, every situation is unique. We're happy to take a look at it. We're happy to review something that you're currently doing. And I do that all the time. Go to greatmortgagebroker.com, fill out the form. Let us look at it. We might well save you from financial disaster.
Yeah, they're going to tell you no. I mean, that's why he's on the channel. He says no all the time. It's like, no, that's not good for you. What are you doing? That's helpful.
True story.
I appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, Mike.